Hey, welcome back. So today's tutorial is on this everyday bronze makeup. This is my go-to look when I want to look presentable but I'm pressed for time. It's super simple. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel just yet, please make sure you do so today. Follow my other social media and watch my previous videos. All right, let's get started. So of course my first step is to moisturize because I cannot leave the house without moisturizing my face. And also wearing some sort of SPF, sunblock, sunscreen, whatever you want to call it. This one in specific is the Neutrogena, and this one does have an SPF of 30. I'm also going to use this LA Girl Pro Prep High Definition Smoothing Face Primer because I want to spackle pretty much a little bit these pores that I have around the cheek area and a little bit on the forehead and the chin. That's it. I only keep the primer on these areas. I don't really need it anywhere else. And also because I do get oily on my T-zone. Today's foundation, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I've really been liking this foundation because it's very light and it performs really well. So I'm gonna start with half of my face because like I've said before, I feel like this foundation does dry pretty quickly. So I don't like to apply it on my whole face and then I'm like trying to rush to blend this out. Anyways, most of the foundation I'm gonna keep it towards the center of my face. I don't really like to wear heavy foundation during the day or on a day-to-day basis. I actually like light to medium foundation. I don't mind if my skin peeks through because, I mean, what the heck? We all have imperfections, so I don't mind them. And even if I wanted to try and wear heavy foundation here in South Florida, for me it's pretty much impossible because I will look like a hot mess in no time. So I'm okay with wearing light foundation. I'm gonna moisturize my lips with the Purelisse Lip Nourisher. So the one thing that I don't like to leave the house without is concealer. Right now I'm going to be using the NYX Dark Circle Concealer. This one is in the shade Medium. And I'm just going to apply it into the eye socket area and blend it out. Right now I'm using an e.l.f. blending eye brush, which I always use for this piece because it's very affordable brush and I don't really care if it gets all messed up or it doesn't, because it does eventually get super dirty from so much concealer, so I have to constantly wash it and you know. Anyways, I'm warming up the product now, just keeping it right around the dark circle area. I'm not bringing it down any further than that. And now I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This one is also in medium, but it's a little bit lighter than that peach shade. So I'm just gonna apply it again in the same areas. This one I'm just gonna bring it a little bit further down because I wanna just highlight just a bit. Same thing, I'll warm up the product with my finger. And then I'll go in with the Beauty Blender. To set the concealers, I'm using the RCMA Translucent Powder on my Beauty Blender, and I'm just going to pounce this in that same area. I'm going to set the rest of my face. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Press Powder, and this is an RC Cosmetics Kabuki brush. I'm just going to take a little bit and pounce it on the areas where I did not set that concealer. For bronzer, I'm gonna use the Pure Mineral Glow Bronzing Powder, just using my big fluffy brush. And I'm gonna do what I always do. I start up at the forehead, down the temples, in through the cheekbone, back to the ear, and down into the jawline. And I'll bring it down a little bit down the neck just to blend that out. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna bring the bronzer a little bit up towards my cheek because I'm not gonna be wearing any blush today. So the bronzer will also act like blush. Okay, so now the other side, same thing. And for a little bit of a highlight, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Make a Glow highlighting powder. This one is Crown of My Canopy. I still haven't been able to find the lighter shade, so this one is going to have to do, but I actually like it. It's nice and bronzy, so it kind of goes really well with this bronzy look that I'm going for. For my brows, I'm gonna be using this Wet n Wild's Ultimate Brow Mascara, which looks like this. Just a little brush. And I'm just gonna be applying this to my brows, just to pretty much set them in place, because this does add a little bit of a brown shade to them. So it kind of lightens them while it's wet, but then it sets and it's just brown. It works for my brows because, again, I have dark brows, so it works pretty well for my brows. This one is in Nothing But Brunette. I am not sure if they sell a lighter shade. I hope that they do, but I'm not sure because I wasn't looking for a lighter shade. But anyways, this works. If you can't find this Wet n Wild one, I know NYX has something similar to this. Just a little brush. Let's see if I can find it for you guys. Which works the same way. I just find that the NYX one is a little bit lighter. The brown shade, I mean, it's a little bit lighter than this. So yeah, this is the NYX one, which is the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara, and it is a little bit lighter than the Wet n Wild one. The NYX one is called Chocolate, and like I said, the Wet n Wild is called Nothing But Brunette. And I'll just show you the little brushes so you can see. So over here we have NYX, over here we have Wet n Wild. I don't know if you can tell that one is a little bit lighter than the other one. But yeah, pretty much it. That's all I use on these quick days, just to pretty much set the brow hairs. Get a little hair that was stuck on the brush. So let me come in a little bit closer so you guys can see what my face looks like so far with the foundation and the powder. So it's still really light. You can still see my skin right through all these products. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna move on to the eyes, and we should be done pretty soon. So for the eyes, I'm just going to pounce the Beauty Blender in whatever translucent powder was left from when I set my under eye area. And I'm just going to set my lids with this. I'm going to be using my Morphe E27 blending brush and the shade Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek. And I'm just going to buff this on my entire lid. I'm gonna bring it all the way up to the brow bone and onto the lid. Now I'm gonna take the Morphe M412 brush and I'm gonna go into Creme Brulee, and I'm gonna place Creme Brulee into the crease. I'm blending it from outer corner into the inner corner. I'm just flicking it out a little bit. I'm not gonna be super precise because this is not a precise eye look, and the shades are so light that I just want it to look like I have, you know, definition into the eye. So I'm not like really trying to create this amazing eyeshadow on my eyelids type of look, if that makes any sense. Just some definition, that's it. I'm gonna bring that creme brulee a little bit under my lower lash line. And I'm still using that Morphe M412 brush. I'm gonna use this Crown C 513 pencil brush, and I'm going into the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminator, highlighting illuminator. And I'm gonna place this into my tear duct area for a little bit of a bronzy highlight because I want to tie everything together. So very minimal products, you guys, today. For the mascara, I'm using the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Mascara, and we are almost done, you guys. I ended up doing 2 coats of mascara on my lashes. Now I'm gonna be using the LA Girl matte lipstick in Fleur. I'm gonna apply this. Alright, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This is pretty much my everyday type of makeup look, not necessarily with the same products, but the simplicity of it all, because I don't wear makeup every single day. And sometimes when I do go light. You know, all that fanciness and all that heavy makeup, it's either because I'm going out to a club, which is rarely. I don't do that a lot. I wish I did though. Anyway, or if I'm going out on a dinner date or something more special, that's when I do the heavier makeup. And I still stay a little bit light because, again, I just don't like super heavy makeup on myself. If you do like heavy makeup, that's fine. I'm good with that. Personally, for myself, I don't. And again, I live in South Florida, so it's so humid and hot here for the most part, practically all year. We get very little cool days, and I do enjoy those, but I do still stay away from the heavy makeup. Anyways, that's besides the point. I am off to see my grandma, so thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Watch my previous videos and follow my other social media. Until next time, my loves, mwah, hugs and kisses. Bye.